When we partnered with GAMA, this presented us with the opportunity to update the livery of our fleet. This is something that we'll continue to do across our whole fleet, but currently we have 2 H145s with the new livery on them.
So the charity gave us their concept of what they wanted the helicopters to look like, and then it was our job to take that concept and convert it into a livery that could actually work on the aircrafts.
A mixture of existing aircraft and new to fleet aircraft were sourced, and they came in at all sort of a mix and match of colours and build standards, which all needed to be consolidated to bring them into the charity's identity. The charity had in mind a vision for what they wanted them to look like, but they approached us for our technical and certification expertise to bring their vision to life.
So any changes to an aircraft need to be certified. So this is where we helped the charity, because they had their initial concept, but they had no way of actually certifying the design. So we were able to provide the charity with the technical drawings and the certification documents in order for the livery to be a certified modification.
We look into the charity's vision for their colours and their logos and their text, and we interpret how they need to go about this to bring it to reality. So first of all, we look into the paint. We take their colour swatches and we convert them into commercially available colour codes, which can be purchased both now and in the future. So in the cases of repairs or touch-ups, they can always match them in the future and across the fleet, so all the aircraft match.
After rebranding the charity, it was looking at ways that we could transfer the new identity onto the aircraft. There was a new addition on the logo of the dragon's tail, and we knew that that was going to be a key element moving forward, and so that's what we wanted to stand out on the aircraft. Further down the design stage then, we obviously looked at how we could tweak it so it wasn't just one block colour, and that's when we introduced the gradient. Especially the light green, I think, works particularly well on the red. It stands out, but it's still keeping in line with our current brand and logo. We wanted something vibrant and something that was going to stand out, but again, remaining that key identity so that when we are out on scene or on the sky, people know who we are.
For the text and the decals, we specify an aviation grade vinyl film, and then we create the design data and the drawings along with CAD vector files, which we supply with the drawings to the production organisation for them to be cut on a computer to replicate the graphics exactly.
The dragon's tail feature along the side of the aircraft is a central part of the design. It is a continuous colour gradient from the front to the back and is over 6 metres long. We created this by printing the colour onto a white vinyl film, and this is a great example of what can be achieved with modern computer design and manufacturing processes.
Yeah, as a designer, it's the most rewarding thing is seeing your ideas and designs come to life, especially on something like an aircraft. I know the previous aircraft was red, but obviously we opted for a brighter, bolder one, so that stands out. Obviously we've added the additional assets now of the new dragon's tail and the contour lines, which I think creates something still recognisable but also unique in its own way.
Whilst designing the aircraft livery, we were also collaboratively working with our partners on the rapid response vehicles. So that was more with our medical partners, but it was key to include GAMA in those discussions to ensure that the consistency was across both our fleet of cars and our fleet of aircraft. Consistency was a hugely important thing for us so that we were identifiable whether on the road or in the air. Seeing the aircraft fly in for the first time was an immensely proud moment. It actually brought a tear to my eye, seeing something that you've worked on for so long come to life, and something on such a large scale as an aircraft that you know is going to be used to go across Wales and save lives is something that's really, really heartwarming, and knowing that you've been part of that is a huge proud moment, not just for me but for the whole organisation.
It's not every day you get to design the livery of an aircraft, and it's certainly one that I'll remember, and it's probably the highlight of my career so far.
So working with GAMA has been a great experience. They've been incredibly supportive the whole way through, and as it's something that we've not worked on before, it was a big challenge for our organisation, but something that we feel that we have excelled in.
It was really lovely to work with the charity. They were fantastic to work with.
The charity overall, they were great to work with, great communication throughout, and we were very pleased to be asked to be a part of this project.